Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Tom Stewart here, Smart Business Moves. It is Deal Day Wednesday. Woo!
Ta-da!
Hey, Ernie.
Unprecedented deals today.
Oh, Ernie, way to get it in before the first minute mark.
Unprecedented. Good.
That was good.
Great chat from the list. Okay. We've got 5 deals today, so we don't have time to waste. We're gonna jump right into it. Okay, so today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is on the spot. We have a secret guest. We've had some other hints about a massive comic book collection.
Specifically DC Comics, Tom.
DC Comics.
You got to remember about the DC part.
Do we have a hint for today?
So today's hint is that this person, I wrote it down. How did I write it? Let's hope Liz doesn't jack this up, which I have been known to do in the past. This person is really good and has been really good at fixing things that are broken.
Okay.
Okay.
You might even say he's very handy. You might say that.
So you guys can jump in and guess.
Hi, y'all. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Angelica. I love your last name, Angelica. I just want to say it. I know, Tom. You're like, what?
Go ahead. Let it go.
I'm going to go with Sugini. I don't know. I like it. It's cute.
Okay.
I want it.
Okay. So tomorrow, 5 o'clock on the spot. It's going to be fun. But today is Deal Day.
I like it.
Wednesday, August 26th. We've got 5
Really? You know, with that last little hint? Like you might say he's a handy guy? No, that part?
My chair is squeaky, and Courtney is bringing it from Festus, Missouri.
Yes, Courtney, you tell him.
The bestest and bestest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, there's a Monopoly board for Festus.
No.
But, this is where they had to go. It's got 2 high schools, a custard shop, and the Mississippi River are all properties on the Festus Monopoly board.
Why do you know this? Why?
I had a discussion on Facebook with Courtney last night, and she was showing me pictures, and it's like, how do I put a hotel on the Mississippi River?
Oh.
And it's got a spot. It's one of the spots is traffic jam. Like they have traffic in Festus.
I love that. I really want to see that.
So
okay, speaking of Deal Day.
Yeah, walk us through this.
Oh, sorry. Good thing we have you here to
got
Ernie.
There you go. We've got 5 deals today, all designed to save you time, save you money, take away those menial tasks, to free up your time as an owner. And they're all really, as I said earlier, unprecedented. We've got some great deals going for you today. So what do you think there, Mr. Stewart? We're ready to launch into Deal 1 with our friends Sean and Dan from Blue Sky Services.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'll get on my chair now.
That's awesome, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, we're going to bring our first deal day in, and it's going to be a live deal. The other deal days that we have, ResponsiBid's going to be here. Steering group, Rescue My Maid service, Mastermind accountability groups. So that's the lineup. Blue Skies is first, and we'll talk at the end like how their deals work. And Sean Day and Dan Plata are going to go live with it. You guys can't.
Looks like we're getting some. Sean and Dan are buffering.
Are they?
There we go. Ta-da!
They look good over here.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna drop out, and Sean and Dan are gonna be on the spot timer, but not for 1 minute for on the spot, but they get a 4-minute spot here. So I'm gonna drop, and we're gonna
Sweet.
go.
You're up.
All right, Sean, I think that's our cue, man. Is it us? Am I wasting our time right now?
I think so.
All right, so I'll get started, and then let me pass over to you, Sean. For those of you that don't know who Sean and I are, we are the leaders of Blue Sky Services, and we're kind of vendors, but not really. We own and operate our own home cleaning businesses, our own pressure washing businesses, and we built some capabilities that by accident other people started using, and then we realized, oh, we have a little bit of a business here. So those capabilities that we found work really well for everybody across the country, and even sometimes in Canada, are recruiting and bookkeeping and marketing. And it's all things that we built for our own company, and other people that we know in the industry saw it, wanted it, and started asking for our help. So for the last few years, we've been building it out as an external service offering. And so we have some killer deals for you today. We have some slides that we created. We're not going to show those on the screen now, but there's different deals for each service. Sean, I want to kick it over to you to talk about your mojo in recruiting and how you guys help people on the recruiting side of the business. And then I'll take it back for bookkeeping and marketing.
Okay, sounds good. So basically, I've got it dialed into 3 things to talk about today as the clock is moving. And what we are going to do for you, for your service business, is number 1, create as much application flow as humanly possible. So the funnel is huge on the top. We do that by using job boards, social media, and various other tools, artificial intelligence. We're sort of like your full-time recruiting department. Once we get that funnel coming in with AppFlow, then we have an automated system with tons of data with a proven track record of pre-screening, assessing, and vetting the living daylights out of every candidate that comes through. So the funnel gets smaller and smaller. And then all you really do is nothing. We engage with the candidates. So we've got application flow. We vet the living daylights out of them. We engage with the candidates, and only the best of the best get through the little hole at the end of the tunnel where you take over from there. They set up interviews with you, you hire them. You interview, you hire, you interview, you hire, and do it again. And that's really in general what our recruiting deal is.
Booyah. I'll circle back, and then we'll talk about the pricing at the end, and I'll try not to mess that up because we have different prices for each thing. Let me hit on the bookkeeping and marketing quick. So bookkeeping, I'm a finance nerd. I studied the CFA program, so I'm all about making our clients' numbers make more sense for them so they can make business decisions with it. Therefore, it kind of pays for itself. So we do everything from setting up the QuickBooks to managing it, reconciling at the end, and then even sending a P&L report that's literally color-coded all the way down so our clients can see right where their pain points are and start making decisions to save more money. And we just keep doing that over and over again. It's awesome. On the marketing side, we stick with Google AdWords and copywriting. Those 2 things are where we have expertise, and we're not trying to sell people stuff that we're not good at. So we just stick with what we're really good at. So from a deal perspective, on all 3 things, usually the setup cost for us is $350 to get anything going. We're cutting that in half for deal day for the next 3 days. Also on recruiting, depending on the packages, we have 3 different packages. You can save anywhere from $200 to $600, depending on what you choose. Same thing on the bookkeeping. There's a $200 savings on a P&L review. And on the marketing side, depending on what you choose, it's multiple hundreds of dollars of savings. So go to yourblueskies.com/deal day, and then you can get those offers right online and get going. We did it.
Woo,
4 minutes. Who would have thought? Do we have to stop talking now? I feel like we have some dead air time. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, no. Back. I didn't want to get in trouble. But maybe we may have time.
Around me, and he zaps me.
I think I just bumped myself out. Okay, no, we need to talk about your deal for a minute here and tell people how to get to it, and it'll take me just a second to get my.
But first, we do have to do claps, y'all. 4 minutes, spot on. Yes. High five.
Nicely done, guys. Nicely done.
Yes.
I had to speed up my talking the last 30 seconds there.
But you got it out. That was good. I liked it.
We have a 30-minute Facebook Live we do for an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Did you see what Heather put in here? Can you please put the link for the deals in the comments?
So here
I'm putting ours in right now.
Okay. Okay. There you go, Heather.
You want to just for a minute tell us about your the pricing on your deal day deal?
Sure.
Can you guys-
So for everybody, no matter what they're doing, it's $175 off, basically half off the setup fee for us to do the legwork of getting everything going. We have a few different recruiting packages. So depending on if they need a monthly option or more of an annual solution, they're anywhere from $200 to $600 on either of those. Bookkeeping is the free P&L review is another $200 savings that we do for people for the first one to help them understand their books. And it's kind of a concession with me. And on the marketing side, depending on what they want to do, a couple $100 worth of savings for AdWords, or $5 per piece for anything that we're doing copywriting on. So no matter what they want to do and need some administrative dirty work on our behalf, we'll cut our prices for the next 3 days to get them some help.
Awesome.
Well, that's the thing, guys. In typical deal day fashion here, for those viewing, you've got until Friday night to sign up for these great deals. I know we're certainly familiar with the recruiting programs that Sean has offered. Maybe not so familiar with the marketing and bookkeeping, but two great programs from Dan, and the free P&L review may be well worth it.
Yeah, no kidding. So you guys have the link over there in the chat. I encourage you to take a look at it. Give these guys a call, reach out if you have any other questions. But you've got till end of day Friday to get a heck of a deal to give it a go.
And remember, you're not going to be able to find this deal anywhere else ever again. This is it, the one time. So if you're looking for a great deal and you really want to try Blue Skies, the time.
Because next week, if the notion strikes you, you'll be kicking yourself for missing this opportunity. So
you're going to be the one saying, "Is there any way I can still get that deal?" And look at this face. No.
Okay, so we got to move because we got a bunch of deals. So Dan, Sean, we're going to let you go. But thanks so much for joining us live today.
Bye, guys.
Good to see you. Take good care.
Thanks, you too,
All
John.
right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Those guys.
Okay. Up next, we have Kurt Kempton and ResponsiBid. You may be familiar with ResponsiBid. We had Kurt on the program for an interview several weeks ago, and you may want to go back to the Cleaning Business Today Facebook page and look at that again, particularly if you're concerned about quoting online, because ResponsiBid is certainly the gold standard for online quoting. And you want more jobs, you want to increase the revenue from those jobs, you want to improve the sales process, ResponsiBid is the way to make that happen. And Kirk put together what I think is an absolutely fantastic deal. And I chatted with him the other day because he couldn't be with us this afternoon. But when you hear this deal, it's just going to blow you away. So, Mr. Stewart, roll the video.
We'll jump in.
Computer. We're recording right now. Okay. Well, listen, Kurt, we just learned a lot about ResponsiBid and everything that's going on. So I know you've got a great deal for Deal Day.
Oops.
Tell us about it. Yeah, basically what we've done is we've taken $20 a month off of all the plans that we have, and that's for the life of the account. So we have several different versions of ResponsiBid. We have one that's just our insane quoting tool with our amazing follow-up features, and that goes down from basically $200 a month down to $179 a month. We also offer an option that includes our intelligence. It's all of that plus our intelligent scheduling. Normally that one goes for $220 a month, and we're doing that for $199 for your special deal. But there is one other scenario, and that is where you can actually take all of the features of Responsibid, including the intelligent scheduling, and you can couple that with the SynGym software. Ernie, are you familiar with SynGym software?
I'm not.
Okay, so SynGym is a totally different company. We just make a package with them because they do things like direct mail and like neighbor mailings. Like if you did a job somewhere, they can mail like the 10 nearest neighbors something. And it allows you, instead of the follow-up features with Responsibid that just have text messaging and email, you can include things like postcards, brownies and gifts, gift cards, like I said, neighbor mailings, and basically allow a new medium in your infinite follow-up that Responsibid already has by using the SynGym software. So we bundle with them, and normally that would go for about $250 a month. We're doing that for $229 a month for your special offer. And basically that's two softwares for really the price of one. And it's absolutely, they're amazing when they go together because it keeps your whole sales system on several different mediums completely automated.
And the amazing thing to me, and the great thing about this, as far as Responsibid is concerned, and our viewers are concerned, this is not just for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. It's for the life of your time with Responsibid.
Yeah, a lot of times what happens, so we have a 10-to-1 ROI guarantee, which I think in and of itself is pretty unique. But we have another really cool thing, and that is that if you sign up at a certain price, even if it's a promo price, which is of course what we're doing here, you get that price for the life of the account. And we do, as we add features, we do raise the price of the software for people who sign up later, but we never increase the price. Everyone's grandfathered in at whatever price they come in.
And again, the typical deal day here, folks, we want you all the viewers to know that you have until Friday night. Now, Kurt's out in Arizona, so you've got Friday night Mountain Time close of business to take advantage of this deal, because the thing about deal day is you need to act now. It only lasts for 48 hours. So, again, Kurt, I think this is a fabulous deal.
Cool. Well, it's definitely something that we want to offer for cleaning business today people, but we also feel like if you have a service business and if you feel like you're a slave to that business, that's the key. This is one of those things that allows you to be able to do something that is super incredible and special for yourself and for your customers. And that's why we feel like, we're trying to give you access to some of the greatest seamless technology so that you can just have a lot of stuff running in the background, making your system perfect every single time. But really, we're trying to get people back home to dinner with their families. And you owe it to yourself to at least take a look and take advantage of this special deal.
And there is a special cleaning business today landing page on Responsibid. So when you go to responsibid.com, you'll be able to get that. Plus, Tom Stewart has put it in the chat box of today's program. So that's the link. Just go to that. And again, you get $20 off, for the lifetime of the deal. So it's just a great deal, but you only have until Friday to take advantage of it. Kurt, thanks for being with us. Thanks for giving us a great deal. And I know Responsibid is one of those programs that really has changed the way people are getting quotes out there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ernie. Computer?
Okay, so we need to go to responsibid.com/CBT.
Right, and I think it's also get.responsibid.com/CBT.
Yeah.
Also, on the, if you're not familiar with Responsibid and how their quoting system works, they've got a great 3-minute video on their website that you can take a look at. There's a pricing page. It shows you the pricing of all 3 of those options that Kurt mentioned. The basic program of quoting and follow-up is $199. It's now $179. The Responsibid Ultimate, which has some more features, normally $219, again $199, and the Power Bundle he talked about that includes the software for SynGym, which is a great ongoing drip marketing program, if you will. That's normally $249, and again it'll be $229 for the life of the time.
Kurt's been a guest of ours at least a couple of times, and he's awesome. Very insightful. Always brings a lot of good information. One of our favorites. Question came up in chat about if you're already a user, could you take advantage of this? All right.
Poor Ernie. He's like,
Ooh, that's a
Yeah.
great question. I don't know if Kurt's in the chat box or not, or actually, if you go onto the responsive bid page, and they have a very active chat box in the corner, and you can ask one of their guys. You know, I'm an existing customer. Can I take advantage of the deal day thing? And I'll be honest with you, my bad. I did not ask Kurt about that, but I'm assuming this is for new customers. Quite honestly,
I would ask Kurt. He's a decent guy. I'm sure he'll
come up with something.
yeah.
Tom, did you see that the link's not working?
Yeah, I do. Maybe he doesn't have it live yet.
But I really love his cute little graphic.
Try get.responsibid.com/CBT.
It's a redirect. I do responsibid.com. It automatically throws the get in there.
Okay.
You might want to.
We need to make sure we have the CBT on the end.
It's there. Might want to reach out to Kurt and see if he can take a look at that. I think he doesn't quite have his page set up yet.
Ernie, you're gonna reach out to him?
Yeah, I'll reach out to Kurt and figure out because I tried it before and I got in. I'm a little confused, but I will get with Kurt and we'll make sure it works.
But that's good. I mean, if you got in before, that means just like a little glitch. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like me, right? As soon as I see a good deal, I'm like, I'm on it. Come on. I want it.
We know what the little glitches are about, don't we?
Yes, unfortunately. Wish we didn't.
Okay, so we need to keep the ball moving right along here.
Yep.
Steering group. You want to talk a little about this a little bit, Ernie?
Oh, as soon as I get back in. Yeah. Joe and Bill Gelderman, long time. We've had Bill on and Joe on the program. The steering group has a program called the Orion system. And the Orion system is more, it's not about skills. It tests attitudes and really sends up red flags for people that maybe you should or should not be hiring. It is a very, very time-tested, well-used, and it works. And Bill loves to tell the story about one of his clients who, had got an Orion survey back from one of the people that were intending to hire. It was a little iffy, and they went ahead and hired him. And 3 weeks later, obviously made a mistake and should have listened to the survey, and because there were some issues. But Bill loves telling that story and does it better than I do. But
do we have time for a better story? Tom, do we have time? I can tell it fast.
Go ahead, Liz.
I got a good story. So I know somebody that had an employee apply. She gave them the Orion. They came up as like iffy for theft. So she didn't hire them. One of her competitors did hire this person, did not perform the Orion. And yeah, they stole and ended up in the news. How's that for a good story?
It's like
that's a great story.
When they steal, when they steal, it's like your stomach drops. When you say, and it was in the news, it's like times 10.
Right? Oh, awful.
Negative advertising. Yeah. So anyway, Joe's going to tell us about the deal I've got. It's $100 off the enrollment.
Let's jump in and watch the video.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I am Joe Gelderman with the Steering Group. The Steering Group's been around for over 20 years now. For over 15 of those years, we've been utilizing the Orion Survey to help residential cleaning companies with their hiring process. So the Orion Survey is essentially a risk assessment that is designed to give you objective information about your candidates that you would otherwise be unable to discern. The Orion is looking at, is this candidate likely to bring problematic behaviors into your workplace? So the Orion can be administered in multiple languages. It can be administered online or in your office. And what we're looking at here is a sample report. And this is the report you will get once the applicant has completed the Orion, whether they do it in your office or online. So the first thing you see is the validity index. The validity index is telling us whether they were being forthcoming with their true opinions when they entered the statements. The next thing we see is the supervisory attitude. Supervisory attitude is looking at, is this person the kind of person who will accept your policies and procedures, or are they the kind of person who's likely to just do it the way they think it should be done once they're out there on their own? Then we have work attitude. Work attitude is all about tardiness and attendance. Will they show up when they're supposed to show up, or are they the kind of person who's likely to call in sick when they're not really sick? Then we got two biggies: workplace drug use. Workplace is the key word. We're not worried about what they do on their own time. We're simply looking at how likely are they to use drugs while they're working or to show up for work times. Then we have workplace theft. Workplace theft is looking at how likely are they to steal from you or your clients. And obviously in your world, 99% of the time, that's going to be your clients, and we need to protect your clients. So then we have prospect for long-term employment. Prospect for long-term employment is focused on, do they understand that there's value in creating a relationship with you as an employer, or do they think that they're going to get ahead in the world faster if they just keep jumping around from job to job? Then we got customer service. Customer service wants to know, is this the kind of person who thinks that they're getting paid for their time, or do they understand that they're getting paid for the quality of their work as well? Then we got another biggie, which is safety and risk avoidance. So safety and risk avoidance is, what is the likelihood that this person is going to take chances that make them put themselves in harm's way or put others in harm's way, which essentially is making them a workers' comp risk for you if they're putting themselves in harm's way, and another lawsuit risk for you if they're putting other people in harm's way, right? So there's obviously no magic bullet. The Orion does not guarantee that you're going to hire the right person, but we do feel like it is definitely going to improve your odds in employee selection. So the offer for you that we're doing today is for new client. You want to go ahead and sign up for Orion. It's going to be $100 off of your enrollment fee. The enrollment fee is normally $184.95, so we're going to do it for $84.95. And that is a one-time fee. You would never have to pay that again. And after you sign up, it is only $14.75 for every Orion report that you want. You don't have to prepay for any or anything like that. And we know that a lot of the Making Business Moves loyal watchers are already clients of ours, and we didn't want to leave you guys out. So if you guys do want to go ahead and prepay for some reports, we will do 15 prepaid reports for you for $120. So you're all essentially saving $120 as well. So we hope to hear from all of you soon. Give us a call or email us. All the information's there, and I'm sure Ernie and Tom will share the information as well. So hope to hear from you soon.
Okay. You know,
So the great thing about this is, again, and Bill and Joe both have put together a program for their existing clients as well as new clients. And I think, Tom, to me, the real key with the steering group is the fact that, you know, they've been around 20 years. It's a time-tested methodology that works. And I think that's the real key with the steering group. You know, there are a number of cleaning companies around the country that already use them, and you can, you know, talk to those folks. But I mean, I know that Bill and Joe have been long supporters of the residential industry, and I think this is a great program.
Yeah, when you work with a steering group, you know, I mean, you go look around the internet, you can find other places where you can get assessments, but basically you're just getting a login to a website. You work with a steering group, you've got human beings who know the ins and outs and the details of how to interpret these reports and make good decisions that will assist with the process. And that really makes them unique. You're not, you're going to be hard pressed to find tools like this, you know, and the support that comes along with it.
And not just that they understand the tool, but they understand how the tool works with our specific industry. I mean, to me, that's golden. Also, one more thing, anybody that knows Bill knows that you're getting one-on-one attention and support. I don't care who you are. If you need some kind of help from the steering group, you're getting one-on-one support and help. You're not a number with the steering group, not in any way, shape, or form. Two big things to me.
And again, when you talk to, you go on their website or you call them at the 404 number there, let them know, hey, I want the deal day deal, and Joe and Bill will certainly, take care of that for you. There's not a promo code or something. It just, when you talk to them, tell them you want the deal day deal, but you have to do it by Friday. And I would say close of business Eastern time, since they are in Atlanta, and we don't want Bill and Joe working on Friday night.
Yeah, don't call them at like 11:55 Friday night if you want the deal day deal.
There you go. So,
Leslie's so funny. She can't be trusted on her own. Leslie, I totally understand that, right? But it's true. It's so easy to get sucked in by people too. And why do bad people have to look so normal? It'd be so much better if the bad people just looked bad. Yeah.
That's right. That and they weren't smooth talkers. Yeah.
Right? Get you sucked in every time.
Hey, Courtney.
What?
All right. We ready for the next deal there, Mr. Stewart? We have the
Courtney must have green on that WD-40 right now.
Yeah, it is a little bit green. This is my WD-40. Check this out.
That did work. That was an excellent.
All right. We have the queen of automation. And again, Courtney's been on Smart Business Moves several times. Go back and do our Facebook page, look at some of those videos. And, she'll talk about why automation works and what it does for you. And again, has come up with what I think is a very super deal, because it's an intensive 8-week program, and she's given us a great deal. So why don't we let her tell us about it, Tom?
Will do.
Hey guys, Courtney Wisely with Rescue My Maid Service here. Excited to bring you an awesome deal on Cleaning Business Today's Deal Day. Thank you so much, Ernie, for inviting me. I've never actually done a coupon or discount or anything like that in the past, so this is a first for me, and I'm excited to give you guys a good one. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, RescueMyMaidService.com is a website that I created a little over 2 years ago. And this is a culmination of me going around to all these different maid services and flipping them around in a couple days on what I called rescue missions. It was an amazing experience, and I wanted to create a one-stop shop for everybody in the industry to get help with all of the things that there really isn't a lot of help out there for, such as technology and automation, which is what I specialize in. I am actually also part of the ZenMaid team as well as the ClickUp team. So both of those software companies really groomed me to be able to help maid service owners all over the world kind of figure out how to automate all the things that take up their time so that they can have freedom. Make sure to watch this little video right here, and then you can always take your free health check, which will give you a grade to see just how healthy your maid service actually is. At the end of that, you can actually book a free 15-minute call with me, which I call a rescue roadmap call, and I will give you a lot of things that are going to help you right off the bat and point you in the right direction. So I have an amazing team behind us, and if you want to check that out, you can go to the team page and check out the awesome team members that I have on staff. They are incredible people. Most of them own maid services themselves, so they love to help other maid services all around the world just be successful in everything that they do. Today, we are going to focus on the Digital Systems Bootcamp, which you can access by clicking on Training Vault at the top. The next class starts September 4th, and we have had an absolute ton of people go through this course. I am going to jump into the back end and show you exactly what you'd be walking into. So inside of the Digital Systems Bootcamp, you can see right here on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got all of these weeks. So it's a 10-week course, And inside of each week, there are an absolute ton of lessons. So week 1 alone is technical foundations and tools, and it goes through everything from learning about the different browsers, bookmarks, cache and cookies, Gmail hacks, hotkeys. I mean, you can read through here or pause the video if you want to look and see exactly what is in this stuff. And then, of course, we jump into Google Drive, which is super important, and we get all of that organized, all of your documents built out, branded. We then jump into hiring and company culture, and then we jump into week 4, which is networking and marketing. And then week 5, we finally dive into ClickUp, which is how all this magic happens. So we do have a Facebook homeroom group where we have, as you can see here, we've had 1.9 thousand post comments and reactions just in the last 28 days. This group is popping. So if you guys help, believe me, this is the place to get it. But besides this, we actually also have weekly calls. So even though there's a ton of students, it is a one-on-one experience because you do have the opportunity to jump on and share your screen, ask your questions, get all the help that you need. And I am right there to hold your hand the entire way. Now, the Digital Systems Bootcamp is open for a 6-month period. So if you sign up, you get 6 months of all of these class calls. You also get 6 months in this Facebook group. And then, of course, you get the entire training system. So you will learn everything that you need to run your business from anywhere. And by the end of it, you're also going to have your entire virtual training library set up so that you can hire an office manager or a VA and hand it over. And today's special deal that is just for you guys is $300 off, and the coupon code is Deal Day. So you guys can go to rescuemymaidservice.com, click on that training ball, it'll take you right there, and then just enter all lowercase Deal Day to get $300 off. And this deal is only good until Friday, so make sure to sign up, and I can't wait to see you in class. Hey guys, Courtney, what?
Okay, we saw the normal price of Courtney's Bootcamp is $29.97. You're going to get $300 off of that, which is a pretty nice savings. And again, it's and Liz and Tom, you guys have worked with Courtney, a little more than I have in terms of, when she says it's one-on-one hand-holding, she means one-on-one hand-holding.
She's been a guest on Smart Business Moves. A lot of fun. We make fun of her hometown of Festus with the Monopoly board. I tell you, she knows her stuff, and the type of training that they're doing is, if this is just awesome, really, because this is the type of stuff, if you don't have, this is the foundational type stuff that, we're living in a technology world, and without this basic, this is kind of what you build everything else on.
And again, it's for folks that are, may not consider themselves technology savvy. Courtney has a way of making it fun and making you technology savvy so you can utilize all these programs.
So I have 2 things I want to say. One is I've only ever heard one complaint about this program, and that complaint has been consistent. It's so much information. It's just so much information. I mean, really, if that's the only complaint, I'm like, that's a pretty awful complaint. It's just
tough problem to have.
Right? And then the second thing that I want to say is this program, I believe, is also good for all businesses, especially those businesses that aren't typically targeted in a program. And those are the older businesses, the ones that have been around for a longer period of time, that have been around doing the same thing forever and ever. You need an upgrade. You need to know how to be able to work in this new era. So just because you've been around for 10, 15, 20 years, don't think this isn't the program for you. Unless you actually know how to run all of these different systems, you might be needing this $300 off.
And when you think about, through the course of the day, through the course of a week, through the course of the month, if you are really comfortable with all the pieces of technology that Courtney was sharing with us, how much time you spend just trying to figure out how to do something, and not only the time, but the frustration that goes along with that. Yeah. And then you think about how many days, weeks, and months that you have ahead of you that you're going to be having that same frustration without making an investment to learning, how to get your arms around and how to use this technology in a better way. we talk about investments. This just truly is an investment, though, because you're going to be able to amateurize this over the rest of your professional life. This is stuff that's a different way of thinking, and once you get this, you'll cherish the time and the frustration you'll be saving day after day after day. This is I think Courtney has done something really innovative here, and this is I'm very impressed with what they're doing.
Yeah, me too. Brian has a great little what do I want to say there, Tom? A testimonial there. And none of this, you guys know it's Facebook Live, so this stuff wasn't rehearsed in advance or anything. So just so great things whenever you hear about this program. I mean, it's so rare to not hear people complaining in some way, shape, or form about something having to do with the program too. It's just so
think about that. Changing Brian's, changing his life, but we've seen it. I mean, if you struggle with just sitting in front of a computer and taking a mouse and doing these, some basic stuff, this is gold. I mean, this is really gold.
Yeah.
And Courtney has a gift actually of being able to take this type of information and making it easy for anybody who finds this difficult, and makes it easy to digest.
Yeah, you know what, Tom? I think that's really the big thing. Even old people, like she says, even the old people who think they can't do it, she can make it so they can. I mean, that is a gift.
And again, I think the great thing about this is, I mean, this is such a great program. Courtney doesn't have to discount this program. I mean, it sells itself at that $29.97 price. But Ernie strong-armed her, and she came up with a deal for us just for the people on deal day. So again, you're not going to get this anywhere else. Take advantage of it by Friday when Festus closes.
I appreciate it, Ernie. I know so many people that have so many good things to say about this program. And I am absolutely going to be one of the people signing up for this program. I was one of the first people when she was on our Facebook Live a couple of weeks ago that I was like, I want more information about dates, etc. So it's my deal. My deal.
Got a lot of testimonials here.
So many.
Great.
Oh,
I love that. That's awesome, Courtney. That is so amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. Marlo, I want to be you, Marlo.
So remember, I dropped the URL in the chat, and just use the coupon code Deal Day, all lowercase, all one word, and you're in business.
You're good to go.
So we need to keep moving because we got one more.
We have
deal.
our last deal of the day from someone you may know. Liz, what's your deal for us?
All right, so I have a combo deal. My deal is you sign up for the Mastermind Accountability Groups, one of the groups, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and you're going to get this free program that nobody has seen anywhere yet. This is a brand new program that you will begin seeing everywhere. And this is what I'm calling the EPDM, the Employee Performance Development and Management Program. This program is going to deal with every aspect of developing and retaining excellent employees long-term with regards to everything except training. So the only thing that is not addressed here is training. And thanks, Sarah. I appreciate that. And that is because training is its own program, right? You guys already have training programs, but this is all of everything else that you don't have. And I don't want to be talking out of turn there. I know I'm supposed to wait for my 4 minutes. So,
okay.
But
you want to jump in? Liz is going to do live too. So this is a good intro. So we are going to do Liz live now. And you wanted to do a screen share?
I'm going to share. Yeah, share my screen. Okay, bear with me, y'all, because I have not taken Courtney's class yet. So bear with me. And Am I showing the right thing, Tom?
Right thing. And you're going to time yourself.
I am. All righty. I'm clicking the timer here. So mastermind accountability groups, I want to talk a little bit about what they are, because a lot of times nowadays people are hearing about these mastermind Facebook groups. So they're like, oh, I've been in one of those. I know what those are. And these mastermind accountability groups are a little bit different than what you have seen probably in the past. Tom, is my screen large enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what the difference is between our mastermind accountability groups. The first thing is that these groups are very, very engaged. And so you have somebody like me, not like me, on top of the group on a regular basis, daily, actually, especially in the success group, we are in communication daily. You don't have to engage to that level, but you absolutely can engage to that level. And it's a way of helping you actually stay on track. So the accountability portion is a big piece, even for the people that think, oh, I get a ton done, I don't really need accountability. What we found is a lot of times people need more help doing the other little things that they want to do in the right way. All right, let me scroll down just a hair here. So there's a link that Tom's going to put in there for you so you can see it, but I want to show you the difference in the different groups here. Mainly what we're talking about here today is the growth group and the success group. We do have a new group for operations managers, but we're going to talk about growth group and success group. So these two groups are the basis of this program. The growth group is a moderately engaged group. They do not engage to the same level as the success group. And these are some of the things that we can talk about. Professionally managed means I'm the one doing all of the stuff and making sure that everything happens and people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. In the growth group, I have other people that are also helping me do that. We have a weekly book club discussion, different book each month. And that's common to both groups. The private MMA Facebook group, we have these. This is common to both groups as well. Here's where we start getting a little bit of differentiation. We have a daily MMA call. You don't have to be on that call, but you can be on that call every single day. You can bring any problem that you have at any point in time. A lot of times people find that they think they're not going to want this call, and they're on it for just a very short amount of time. And they're like, oh my gosh, I need the daily call. We have one member that considers it his therapy call, which always cracks me up. The growth group has one weekly call. We have weekly educational webinars in success, and we have monthly educational webinars in growth. And then we have a 3 to 6 hour monthly minimum commitment in success. You're doing a lot in here. We are working you. And 1 to 2 hours here. Let's get down here real quick. You guys can read these. We have a KPI scoreboard that we help you to track the things that are the most important in your company. This is unique to the success group. You can fill it out daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want, but we are on you about your KPIs, making sure that you are meeting the key performance indicators that really matter the most to you. And then there's exclusive membership in the success group where there isn't in the growth group. Let's see. I think I had something else I wanted to say in here. No, there are. Just head out to this website and you can see all the different things that are available here that I don't have time to talk about.
Awesome.
Oh, and I forgot to hit that stop sharing button, Tom.
You're good.
That you reminded me to do.
You're good.
All right.
So, Liz, you're on a roll. You want to talk about the Deal Day Special?
Yeah. So the Deal Day Special is you sign up for a Mastermind Accountability Group. These prices are for a year. $19.98 for a year's membership into the group, or $39.96 for a year's membership into the success group. It's a one-time payment. There are no payment options for this specific deal because the EPDM program is a 12-week course. And so you're going to be in the group for the long term. Additionally, it's going to be a really big deal to be in the group because you're going to want to be implementing all of these things. And I'm sure Courtney can speak the same way that I did, that just because you have the information doesn't mean, and I think Marlo spoke to this a little bit earlier, doesn't mean that you can implement it all. It takes a little bit more time than just the 10, 12 weeks that you're given the information. It takes time to put these big of ideas into place. Oh, yeah, Sarah. Yeah. About the ops manager group. Oh, that's it. That's my deal day. This deal will never be anywhere else. And oh yeah, just a quick snapshot.
So if you're interested in this particular deal day, which is going to be good for the next 2 days, you go to cleaningbusinesstoday.com/MMA. We actually figured the easiest place to find this would be on Cleaning Business Today. I dropped the link in the chat. So just go to Clean Business Day, do /MMA for Mastermind Accountability. It'll take you to this page. You got 2 links down here. So if you want to sign up for the Success Program, you click on that one, or the Growth Program, you click on that one, and you're basically off and running.
Cool. Thanks, Tom.
Okay. To recap today's deals very quickly before we close out the show, and I can't believe we got all 5 deals in, and it's 5:55. Gosh, we're good sometimes. First of all, we've got the deal day from Blue Skies, and they're giving, first of all, you get 50% off their normal setup fee on their programs for their either their recruiting program, their marketing program, or their accounting program. You can go to blueskies.com/deal or yourblueskysservices.com/deal day and see those things that are available to you. So that's that. From ResponsiBid, we've got $20 off any of their platforms for the lifetime of your time with ResponsiBid. And again, go to responsibid.com. Actually, Tom, I just checked the link. It's get.responsibid.com/CBT, and it worked fine for me. And so that's the link you need to go to. I think you need to put the get dot in front of ResponsiBid to make that work. But there's a thing on there. You hit, it'll show you the pricing, and it has the deal day pricing on it. So, and it tells you what each package involves. And again, for the life of the thing. Courtney and Rescue My Maid service, $300 off for an 8-week program. A ton of information, but all the information that's going to free up your time, make you a better owner and a more relaxed owner once you get by the frustration points and you learn how to deal with all of this automation from the queen of automation, Courtney Wisely, and RescueMyMaidService.com. And finally, the Mastermind Accountability Groups. And Liz, a $3,600 program for free. Yep. Wow. So, again, either one of those 2 groups, either the accountability group or the success group or the growth group, you sign up for either one of those, you're going to get that $3,600 program for free. And again, it's deal day. It is 5:58 Eastern time. These deals are good tomorrow and Friday, and depending on the location of the deal,
do you know
close the business Friday.
So, Ernie, is there like a problem with capitalization maybe? Because what I'm typing in is get.responsibid.com/HCT. And I'm getting the
CBT.
CBT. Sorry, CBT. Oh. That is what I'm putting in.
Okay. It's not working. I can't get it to work either.
Huh. All right. I'll reach out to to Kurt and see what the problem is there. We'll get that certainly fixed in the, right away so that, the deal can work. But
Not a capitalization problem.
I don't think so. I just put in, I had all, hang on, let me go look at what I
All
had
lower
here.
I saw Tom's was all lowercase.
Mine was all lowercase.
So was Tom's.
Mine was all
Yeah.
lowercase,
Same
and it comes up. It redirects to just responsive bid, and it's
And
coming
it's
up.
still
Ding,
working
ding,
for
ding,
you right
ding,
now?
ding.
Oh, cookies.
Yeah.
Your cookies.
And
That's why it's working for you.
Oh, okay.
Liz, if
It
you
says,
call things that might help you,
What?
and you have been
and
called.
I get the thing, and it says see special pricing, and it shows up at 79, 229, and 199. So it's all there. It shows the bundles.
You might have it in cash.
I will check with Kurt though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will check with Kurt to make sure we get this thing working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
can't. Mine was all lowercase, so I don't know what the issue was. At any rate, it's 6 o'clock, and I have to go have dinner with my grandchildren. So
Yay, good for you, Ernie.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Tomorrow,
thanks for another great deal day.
On the spot tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Be there. Got a super secret guest. Bye-bye.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye.